Hello and welcome back to Carefree TV for a brand new, sort of like a series. It's going to be called Transfer Weekly. Basically, I'll go through the transfer rumours and all the transfer news, and I'll tell you what I think of it, wherever I think it's going to happen, and stuff like that. And obviously, because it's the transfer window, there's no football. You're going to see loads of these. But the good thing about this sort of bit is that you lot will tell me what transfers to do. So on the comment section of this video, between now and the next one I make, which will probably be around Friday or Saturday next week, put every transfer rumour you hear in the comment section below, and then I'll talk about it in the next video. So it's going to be sort of like a Q&A, but not, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just going to go through the main ones, and I think where else to start with the one which I think looks nearest completion, and that is FALCAO's supposed loan move to Chelsea. And my opinion on it is that I'm in two minds over it, because I think a lot of people were disappointed because he was very poor at Man United, and I think, you know, obviously we've got players like Bamford, Solanke coming through who we might want to see get more game time. Remy did very, very well last year when Costa was injured, so we could use him. So my take on Falcao is I would personally sign him if it meant stopping another Premier League club getting him. So if someone like Arsenal or Man City was to make a late move for Falcao, I think the risk of him being crap at us is worth taking to stop him being incredible, because he can be incredible at them. But if he's just going to end up, you know, either at Monaco or another European club, personally I would leave Falcao and I would look for another target. That's my personal opinion. However, he is absolutely he is world class, and getting him on loan could turn out to be a great deal. But my take on it is only get him if it's to stop another team getting him. That's my thing on it. It's a bit like what we did with Willian, and Willian turned out quite good. The second one is my dream transfer, and that is Griezmann. I think that kid, he's so... I watched him I didn't see much of him last year, I'll admit it. I saw him when he was at Sociedad though. He was, you know, he's fantastic. He can play up front when we need him, so he can act as a backup striker. He can play on the wing. He's young. He's got loads of ability. And Mourinho obviously is probably the man to make him even better. You know, he scored 24 goals last year for Atletico. I think only Messi and Ronaldo beat that. So obviously, but the bad point about this is Mourinho's come out and said he's not interested in Atletico. I think Griezmann said he wants to stay at Atletico. Plus, you know, he costs 42 million buyout clause. So for me, I would love to get Griezmann. However, I do not see it happening. However, if we did get him, I would actually pay the 42 million. The reason why is because he's young. He's got a sell-on value. If he doesn't turn out well, we'll still be able to recoup about 20 million, 30 million of him. Or if he's become amazing and we're going to sell him on again, we can make more than 40 million. Or we will keep him and he's a good player for us. So for me, the price is a lot, but you know, you get what you pay for with a player like that. So for me, I'll go for Griezmann, but I do not see it happening. Now, this is a horrible one, and that's Petr Cech leaving. I love Petr Cech. There's no other way about it. What he did in Munich. You know, people forget that he had an injury to his head which would knock most players out of their career, and the fact that he came I don't think since he signed for Chelsea he's not left the top 5 goalkeepers in the world, and he's really, you know, he had like a really serious head injury. That's for me why he is one of the best ever. What he did in Munich and Barca, unbelievable. You know, he's an absolute legend. I think players like him, Cole, Lampard, Drogba, all leaving, I think we need to do something special for them. Maybe a testimonial sort of game for them, because their service to the club has been absolutely phenomenal. However, Cech, of course, has been linked to Arsenal and Man United. And for me, I'm okay with letting him go to United if David De Gea goes, because we're not strengthening United, we're repairing them. United have a world-class goalkeeper. If they lose one and get Cech, they're not being strengthened, they're just sort of recovering. Arsenal do not have a world-class goalkeeper, so getting Cech would strengthen them. And if United stay the same as they are, and we stay the same as we are, by logic we should, you know, still stay ahead of them. But if we improve Arsenal and we don't improve, they could overtake us, if you see what I mean. So for me, do not let him go. I know he's a legend, but avoid Arsenal at all costs. Do not let him go to Arsenal. I don't care if he doesn't deserve to sit on the bench. I personally think he's better than Courtois. I think he is better than Courtois, but we need to keep Courtois because that kid's going to be unreal in the future. I would say, you know, try and just stop Cech going to Arsenal. I don't mind if he goes to United. To be honest, if he goes to United and breaks the clean sheet record, I'll be absolutely happy, provided he doesn't do it against us. Just avoid him going to Arsenal. That's my take on the Cech thing. Do whatever you can to stop him going to Arsenal. And as for a backup goalkeeper, I don't really know, to be honest. I quite like John Ruddy with that link. I think, you know, he's English. He was a very good goalkeeper in the league. Courtois hopefully won't get injured, and you know, I think John Ruddy would do a good job, considering we've got such a solid defence in front of us. So I personally wouldn't go for Rob Green. In all honesty, I wouldn't go for Rob Green because I just think he's error prone, and what you want in a backup goal. I know Ruddy's made a few mistakes, but he's young. He's a young keeper. He can learn. I think, you know, it's about being a second choice goalkeeper. You've got to make sure you won't mess up when you get your opportunity. Final rumour I'm going to talk about is Juan Cuadrado potentially leaving, and for me, I say no. Give him till January. Give him till January, and then if he's still not settled in, do what we did with Mohamed Salah. He was all right at the end of the season, which before, you know, when he first came, very poor. Let him go in January. Well, he's on loan, but you know, we got rid of him. Personally, I'll give Cuadrado another half a year. He hasn't shown a lot, but you know, he's got to give time to settle down. He'll have a full pre-season and be ready to go. So that is the first instalment of Transfer Weekly. It probably won't be weekly, like I will most likely forget to upload. But any transfer rumour you hear want me to talk about, or if there's a player which you think might work for us and hasn't really been linked, put it in the comment section below and I'll answer it next week. You know, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you probably next week. Goodbye.